In the Philippines, life quite literally revolves around the mall. As a hot and humid country with a swelling middle class, malls are welcoming, air-conditioned sanctuaries. These megaplexes have evolved to be invaluable spaces within society, housing grocery stores, amusement parks, car dealerships, and more. But as pandemic came and stayed some more, malls all over the world were shut down. In the Philippines, the sense of abandonment felt as if life itself had stopped. We wondered whether a full recovery would be possible or if these Philippine mall companies would even survive. But when malls are so intertwined with a particular culture, life tends to find a way. In the Philippines, in Metro Manila alone, there are 14 gargantuan malls, including the 6.3 million square foot Mall of Asia, whose 4 buildings are connected by covered walkways and sleek trams and include attractions like an 8-story tall IMAX screen and an Olympic-sized skating rink. SM Prime is the largest mall operator in the Philippines. They own 78 properties, including Mall of Asia, and they represent about half of gross leasable area in the Philippines. They cater to the middle part of the market, young, upwardly mobile, English-speaking business process outsourcing employees who represent the most dynamic part of Filipino economy. Well, the pandemic was a gut punch for this company. This spring, when lockdowns finally ended, I started getting reports that mall foot traffic was recovering stronger and faster than even management had predicted. Initially, we were a little skeptical and wanted to check the situation out ourselves. Babatunde Ojo, portfolio manager in our Frontier Emerging Market Strategy, and another analyst here booked their first trip to the region since the pandemic started.
So we met up with a senior executive for SM Prime to learn more about how SM Prime fared through the pandemic. What was your experience and concerns like during the pandemic?
Everything relating to health was, of course, of utmost urgency to us, but a lot of people were also thinking about the restrictions and the closure of businesses and not knowing what was going to happen next.
What did the eventual recovery look like?
Things really started picking up when the government started allowing children to go back into the malls. SM has always been a family-oriented mall. In Mall of Asia in particular, there's always been a penchant for families. They'll always drop by and celebrate, for example, the holiday season.
Even with the resurgence of activity in the mall, many post-pandemic consumers have turned to e-commerce. So we wanted to know how SM Prime was handling this newfound demand.
Actually, SM Prime built a new division. This is really SM Malls Online, which is basically servicing clients that wanted to have things delivered wherever they were. In that app, you can actually choose to buy stuff from multiple tenants and not just transact separately for each particular item. Mall of Asia is undergoing a major redevelopment. We're actually expanding the mall and adding in another level because of the huge demand for space.
When Tunde arrived back in New Jersey, we met up at our local mall to discuss his trip.
It's quite interesting what happens in the malls in the Philippines. It's such a big mall culture over there. When you look at the way SM Prime has done the mall, they've actually been able to integrate e-commerce where people can just select whichever shop they want to buy things and just ship it to their home and paying just one fee. I feel that was quite unique. I've never seen that anywhere else in the world.
Some of these districts that you were in Luzon, there's now a growing population of young, upwardly mobile Filipinos. They shop in SM Prime owned retailer stores, and then they go sleep in SM Prime built apartments. But now actually you see some of American malls are following Filipino models. There is a mall here in New Jersey, 20 miles north of here, that just released drawings of its overhaul plans. And what you see there is these same integrated concept with apartments and offices is there as well. And another mall here, Char Hills, which is one of the fanciest in the country, now has co-working space. So here in the US, they now have this term, all.
We'll see how that works for them. But in the Philippines, SM Prime doesn't have to, do all that extra work anymore because it's already part of the fabric of the society. And that's really what makes SM Prime and malls in the Philippines quite unique compared to what the US is now trying to copy. SM Prime is very well positioned to just benefit from this mall culture and generate sustainable growth going forward.